this time, I would like to introduce our guest speaker, Mr. Chris D.
Sit down to half mass today because it is such an important day that we need to give tribute to folks who have passed on in difficult situations. I live by here and I listen to your football games, so it's nice to be here to see it in purpose. You have a great campus and I like your team. 9/11 is very personal to me because I've been involved in 3 bombings during my career. 2 were in Saudi Arabia, 1 was in Afghanistan. When I come here today, it kind of reminds me of those times. While I was in Afghanistan, I worked with the EOD people, and we used those pieces of information so that we could prosecute the people that tried to kill us. I was an old police officer, and I did crime scenes, and so we treated each one of those bombs as a crime scene, and we were able to capture some of the folks that had tried to kill us. But I learned a lot of lessons from the bombings, and I wanted to share those with you today because it's important that you know how to be a good leader. And I had good leaders. I had good folks that helped me during times when we were bombed, and I wanted to pass on some leadership sort of characteristics. One was to handle the situation, instilling faith in driving out unwarranted fear, because there's a lot of fear when you go into a bombing or a stressful situation. Leaders need to speak words of assurance in a calm tone, addressing the problem in a deliberate, measured, effective way. My boss at that time in my first bombing was a general by the name of Bill Boyce. General Boyce was a 2-star general. He had been an instructor at West Point in mathematics, and my father was a mathematics instructor and a professor. We were assigned to the embassy in Saudi Arabia, and one of the things that we did is we had a close personal relationship with our allies. And on 13 November 1995, 8 people were killed and 100 injured. And I was 3 blocks away, knocked to the floor, all the books in my office fell down, and the lines fell on us. So we worked carefully at that time to get all the injured taken care of, preserve the crime scene, and then we calmly did our job and recaptured the people who did that job. And the Saudis, in their great way, were able to execute them on TV. The second bombing happened on 25 June 1995 in Riyadh. I had an office there as well as one in Riyadh. And my general at that time was Major General John C. Riley, who later became Lieutenant General then. That was my last combat assignment. I'd been in other places as well. I was walking to my hooch my first day there, and a bomb exploded right in front of me. It was less than a football field away. All that happened is I got dirt on me on that one, and nobody was injured. But then I started working with the EOD guys because we wanted to be the types of individuals to capture and to make sure that America was safe. And I remembered at that time that they need to try a little harder if they wanted to kill us. Leaders have to be the types of individuals that act instantaneously. There are times that a leader must do that and take advantage of a situation so that they can do better, so they can protect their people. Long-range view of opportunities and short-range plans on how to get there. That means a leader is also interested in details. I recently ran across a Greek word that describes the characteristic of a leader. And the word is archegos. It means a creator or an originator. It also is translated to have leads the way so that others may. The of archegos comes from sailing days in the Greek and Roman times. In those days, the ships would go along the coast because they didn't have navigational aids and they had to use the coast so they could get to their destination. And oftentimes they would wind up on the rocks. A person then jumped overboard with a rope and he swims ashore. He secures the rope on the shore so that the others, the crew and the passengers, are able to grab onto the rope and to come to safety. The one who jumps overboard is called the Archegos. So an Archegos is one who takes the initiative to make things happen, but at the risk of his own life and welfare, he secures a refuge for others that are lost. How are you looking at your life? Are you an Archegos? Are you somebody that finds the way, leads the way, is able to be trusted and depended upon so that you can get the job done? Are you calmly leading in the battles of life, blazing a trail, setting a pattern for others to follow? Or are you a person who just watches life go by? Who do you rely on when you get during this time? When we look at Patriots Day and remember the loss that we suffered on 9/11. So I challenge you to make your life count. Be a leader, be a General Boyce or a General Riley. Be a true Archegos. And be a leader. Somebody who you can look up to and others will be led by you. And it may be something you'll have to do that'll be a sacrifice in your life. So good luck. Hope you do well. I am also a ROTC cadet. Though I did mine in college, I didn't do it in high school. So I carry on, do good work, and I hope that everything is a success today.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I apologize in advance. I should have told y'all to be seated. I saw a bunch of folks standing over here that broke it. So next time we'll write that into the script to actually have you guys sit down. This concludes our memorial ceremony. I thank you all for attending.